All right. Hello,
Yay.
Jeannie. Whoops. Okay, I gotta turn something down. Um,
Just going through my list.
okay. Hello, Jeannie, Jessica. We just needed another J. That's three J's in a row. Lorene. Yes, thank you. I love it too. I gotta be careful how I move my head. It could fly off. So tonight, Happy New Year's, everyone. Welcome to 2022. And as you can see, Omicron is picking up where COVID left off. So,
Yes.
well, yes, I do know Omicron is COVID. My daughter in the background. I am using the rainbow deck again tonight. I thought I'd give it another shot, see how it goes. So we have Jeannie, Jessica, Lauren, um, Tracy, and Mr. Khan, Orville.
He's there, so I don't have to. I'm
Yeah,
busy looking for his name, right?
Jacqueline. We have our third J, and
There we go.
Okay, so we're going to start with
Oh,
Jessica.
Darcy, sorry to interrupt, Jessica. Just a quick note. Sandra Murray messaged me and asked if she's working tonight. Could we please pull a card? And I haven't reached out to Catherine or the other
She's
person.
Lily and Faye.
Lily. Yeah, no, Faye, I have Lily.
Okay. Well, we'll pull them a card. Let's get them. Let's get Sandra Murray done first. So you go ahead for Sandra.
All right. Okay, so for Sandra, by the way, guys, I'm using the Mystical Cat deck from last year. Sandra, I pulled for you the Two of Fire. The ambition, just don't be afraid to literally go out and grab that, whatever it is you want. This is a time where you just light the fire of success and try not to burn down the world, but light the fire of success.
All right. So I'm just going to quickly say hello to everyone else who has come on while we've been talking. Kelly, hello, honey. Orville, Shay Shay,
Hi.
Bev, Mr. Khan, Faye, Patty, and Liam. So as we work our way down, we'll answer any questions. But in the meantime, Jeannie. Hi, Jeannie. You have the Two of Swords. This is decision time. Great time for you and Brandon to stop and decide what direction to go in and to make sure, and so this is with Brandon as well, to make sure that you're taking that time to contemplate, to reevaluate, to mull over, and look at the way you're making your decisions and in what way are you doing them. Are they coming from the heart? Are they instincts? Are you closing your eyes? Are you listening to spirit? So for the two of you, that's basically what I am picking up, is that strength of character is Brandon being strong and determined and knowing the way he'd like to go and allowing himself to heal. And for you, Jeannie, it's all about decision process and really listening to your instinct. And I sort of feel like there's a gentleman trying to get through to tell you not to worry. He's okay. So I'll just put that out to you. So Jessica is next.
Hi, Jessica. Happy New Year, everybody. And just a general hello. Jessica, another fire card. This is the Four of Fire. You know, fire is about wonder. It's not just about burning things down. There's something wondrous and magical in fire. And this card is saying this is now time for you to tap into your inner wonder, your inner magic. You know, don't just settle for the mundane because it's safe and just, the knowing. Sometimes the most important thing in life is taking that chance with the unknown. You know, light that fire inside you that fills you with wonder and joy. And this week will really, really have that message resonate with you. Trust me. Try not to burn down the house, anybody.
But fire is also a good cleansing process.
Very much so.
So, Lorene, you have the 8 of Wands. And look at her. She's celebrating. Bring it to me because I can handle it. And that's basically what they're saying. Whatever comes towards you over the next 8 weeks or 8 months, you're going to be able to handle it. You may have to juggle a few things, put some to the side, but it's about organization for you. That is what you should be concentrating on at this particular time. All right. Next is Tracy.
Hey, Tracy. For you, the Star card. Now is the time to make your wishes and help realize your wishes by working towards them. I love this card in this deck because it shows this cat and it's really dreaming to be something bigger. And in order to dream, we have to be willing to work at it. So good luck. And by the way, please, for God's sake, stay warm. Although Tracy will tell you she is nowhere near as cold as we are tonight. Minus 45.
Wow. Well, I'm a firm believer. If you can see it, you can dream it, you can achieve it.
Definitely.
So,
Definitely.
Mr. Khan, you need to be careful of your back. Make sure you're getting your acupuncture, your strengthening, your stretching it out. Be aware that sometimes the burden we pack in life isn't always about the fact we've lifted something too heavy. It's about that emotional burden that we pack around from other people. So it's really going to be important that you look after your back over the next 3 weeks. So make sure you stretch it. Make sure, if you need the chiropractor or acupuncture or massage therapy, you get it done. Okay. It seems to be important. Do not put so much of a burden on your back that it's going to break you. Orville is next.
Hey, Orville. I hope you're doing well. And I'm not sure if you're in BC or Alberta, but either place, be safe. For you, the sea tone. And this is a card about, look, if you look, this is a really happy cat lying on his back in the sun. Not worried about whether or not the waves of life are going to overwhelm him. This is very much a time for you to not hesitate in looking for new challenges and even possibly looking for real companionship and real love. Not getting caught up in what we think is the movie star version, but what is real and tangible and basic. So go out there, be brave, and something, be true to your heart. Never hesitate to listen to your heart. If your heart and your spirit says it's not working, whatever it is, then stop and reevaluate. And that's not just in love, hon. That's across the board.
What's that song that goes, da-da-da-da? Dead in my life? It's a song. It's playing in my head as you're talking to him. It's like, have a little joy in my life, have a little something in my life.
Oh, right.
Anyways, that's what I'm hearing.
Yes.
If I can think of what the words are, I'll let him know. Okay, Jacqueline. Hi, how are you? You have. Wait, I was going to say, let's have fun and make hay. But, okay, this isn't about being reserved. This is about really expressing your sexuality in such a positive way that energy radiates on it, draws attraction towards you. And I don't mean like a relationship towards you. I mean that it brings towards you the joy and happiness that you want inside of your life. Be true to who you are and be proud and stand strong. Okay, so next is Mastora. Mastora? No, Mastora.
Mastora.
Yep. And then Jeannie's asked for a card for Shay Shay because Shay Shay's on.
Why does Mastora's name sound so familiar?
Oh, you'll know. She says, I'm here too. And wait a minute. I believe she asked a question. Just one second. Just a little down here. Just wondering how my Mill feels about me. I don't know what she meant by that. MIL? Don't know. Maybe she.
Mother-in-law.
Oh, okay. So that's her question.
Is this Mr.
Yes, it is. And I'm going to say she loves you. That's what I feel.
Yes. It's funny that this card came up. So the card I've chosen for you is the Three of Sky. So take a really close look. There's 3 cats up there. So I don't care who's listening. I'm going to tell you what this card means to me and what the card actually means as well. If you take a look at the cats, you see one that's kind of that appears like it's not pleased with the world.
Are there actually 4 cats on there?
1, 2, 3. Nope.
What's in the door?
Wind chime.
Oh, okay.
See?
Looks like a cat.
Antagonistic. There's the word I'm looking for. The big black cat feels like it looks like it's a little bit antagonistic. So here's the thing. I believe that your mother-in-law likes you. I believe she doesn't understand you all the time, and you don't see things the same way all the time. And I may cause a little bit of a wrench, but I'm going to say to you, stay true to your own values. She will respect that far more than you giving in. She likes you just the way you are, but if you start overthinking it, just put it away, because this is the best advice someone ever gave someone I know. It was a mother who gave her son this advice. Regardless of who you marry, I am going to love them because I raised you. I raised your husband to love people. So if I've raised him in love, then I'm going to love who he loves. There's your answer, babes.
Okay. So Kelly's next. Hi, Kelly. Happy New Year, honey. What was that?
That song. I'm missing the word, but I can hear the melody.
Kelly, you have the strength card, and look at all that snow, and look at the wolf and the magic inside of it, and the little fairy talking to it. So you may be experiencing more communication with spirit this year, and if you're in doubt, keep track. Okay, but it also shows me your strength of character and how you're able to help other people. And I know you're in a care aid position and you do help people, but the thing is that it's your help is coming from the heart. It's not just because you're getting paid for it, it's because you truly believe in what you do. And that is always a wonderful thing. So keep moving forward, honey.
Truly, truly. And I think, Darce, the song is Put a Little Love in Your Heart, in your life.
Yes, that's it. So Shay Shay's next.
Hi, Shay Shay. I hope you're doing well. For you, the king, fire king, the king of fire. Remember, fire is about passion, and fire is about claiming your own power. So be passionate, claim your own power. You know, if you believe in yourself, other people are going to believe in you too, hun. So if you're struggling with believing in yourself, go stand in the mirror tonight, envision a strong, confident, dynamic woman, and envision who she is and what she's wearing and her favorite shade of lipstick. Mine is usually a shade of red or pink. And literally the color of her hair, what makeup she's wearing, even to her glasses. Picture that woman that you want to be, that you want to show the world. And then be her. Pretend to be her for an hour. And one day you will just be that woman.
Yes. Remember, I am a goddess. I deserve love, happiness, respect, and prosperity inside my life. Keep saying those.
No, remember, I am a witch. And in the morning I am grumpy. And all I want is coffee and a kiss on the cheek.
No.
Then you become the goddess.
Hi, Bev. Bev, you have the Chariot card, and this is about movement. So you are making shifts and changes over the next 8 weeks to 8 months. This could be like a new job, it could be renovating, decorating, changing, even the way you do your hair. Okay, so it's shift, movement, change over the next 8 weeks to 8 months. Bev.
Was that
Okay,
Beth?
yeah. So Faye is next.
Sorry. Faye. Good girl.
Faye's next.
Hi, Faye. I hope, Faye, that you are doing very, very well. You know, powerful women, Faye, seeking. Take control of your situations. Take a look at that starfish. It's kind of like saying, you've made your wish. Now go out and grab it. Also, you notice there's a castle in the back? Maybe fancy up your home a bit in the next couple of weeks. And for God's sakes, please stay warm. Okay?
Do you have something on in the background?
Oh, no. That's my neighbor.
Oh, okay.
No, be grateful. Right now, their niece is visiting from the Philippines, and usually she vacuums at 1:30 in the morning.
Well, time change.
We're early today.
Hi, Patty. Happy New Year's. Patty, you have the Empress, and this is about grounding yourself. Plus, it also is about making sure that you take care of your own health this year. It's about vocalizing what you need to do or what you see needs to be done. And if no one's paying attention, then you take charge and you do it yourself, Patty. Don't wait around. It feels as though this is your year to strike out and make a mark in life. Okay, and I don't mean take a felt pen and write on the wall. Okay, I mean make a mark about your personality. So Liam is next. Hello, Liam. Happy New Year's.
Okay. You know, Liam, it's great to acquire all these fancy things like toys and success. But if you don't have fun playing with them, seriously, what's the sense of having anything if you're not going to use it and you're not going to have fun with it? So now is the time to maybe do some purging. And if by any chance you're feeling a bit overwhelmed with the way COVID is acting and God knows which new variant is coming out next week, maybe try and seek some company and companionship and try and stay out of mischief. And do me a favor, try and get a little more vegetables and fruit into your diet.
Okay.
I mean, you can say, no, I'm not a big person for vegetables, but maybe a little. Even I break down occasionally and eat a carrot.
Hello, Marie. Marie, you have the Four of Swords.
I had to look at it for a sec.
I did have to look at it because it's like all I could see with the colors. Look at the energy. This is energy work, Marie. This is aligning the chakras. It's bringing everything into alignment from the top of your head to your base chakra. So this is take time for yourself. And it is important that you align yourself, you ground yourself. So 5 minutes meditation a day. I normally set a timer. And I do 5 minutes right now because I bought myself a new Fitbit. I have that 2-minute thing on my Fitbit and I put my hand on it and it turns out that I'm really relaxed first thing in the morning before I have to go get out of bed. And by the end of the day, it's like, wow, I really have to work on my stress level. So if you need something to help you, Marie, use an object like a Fitbit, a clock, a timer, something, just 2 minutes to 5 minutes a day. And you will find that you can ground yourself. And it's listen to the breath in and out. And once you've regulated your breath, you're good to go.
Before we read for the next person, I don't know if you noticed that Alana asked if we'd read for her mom, Gloria. Glory?
I haven't gotten there yet.
Okay.
So when we get down there. So next is Brenda. and then Heather's. You have Brenda.
Brenda. You know, life is about balance, and this is what the two of Earth is about. It's balance, but it's also about attitude. Like, take a really good look at that cat. It's like, leave me alone. I've got enough things on my plate. I'm just dealing with these two things right now. And the first thing I'm dealing with is the first thing on top of my head, and then I'm dealing with the next thing. So just tell the world to back off, slow down, do a little, like Darcy was just talking about, a little bit of breathing, a little bit of focus. I equally do meditation. I like the mindful app that I have as well on my Fitbit and in my Muse to help me when I'm getting overwhelmed or if I need to focus, even at work. I work for an amazing woman, and we're very much on keeping things very calm around us. And even at work, just take that walk to the bathroom and, close the bathroom stall and take 2 minutes to just breathe, right? And to calm down and focus on the task at hand. That card there, the Four of Earth, is really saying focus on the task at hand. Don't give a damn about the 10th thing on the list, because you're not going to get to it if you don't deal with the first thing on the list.
Yep. So, Heather, to answer your question about the wigs, this one and the red one, I got downtown on Fantan Alley. And if I'm coming from the bus stop and and you go down, it's on your left-hand side and it's got boots and everything in it. And at the back, there's wigs. Other ones I've gotten online, not as happy with them. Okay, so Heather, hopefully if Liam is seeking out company, he'd better be seeking you out, honey. Okay, if he knows what's good for him.
I didn't mean female companionship. Don't you do that.
He has the four, you have the Four of Coins, and this is about preserving. So maybe you are doing some canning this year, but it could also be about how you put your money to the side, because there may be a trip that you and the family are going to take. And this could also have to do with saving money for a special event inside your life. So I'm going to say open up a couple little bank accounts and put money into each one every month till you get what you want, or envelopes. My daughter uses envelopes and she writes on them. And once she gets that amount of money, she can go out and buy what she's looking for. So I'm going to say whatever that is, it has to do with money this year. And if you start putting it aside each month or every 2 weeks when you get paid, you will be surprised how fast it builds up. And you can achieve that dream that you're looking to do.
And I still say that her husband needs to purge.
Okay. So Jessica and Jeannie both say thank you. Hilda is next. Hello, Hilda. You've got her.
Hi, Hilda. I hope everything's going well. Good to see you again. I imagine you guys are even colder than I am. Hilda's up in near an area near Fort Mac, not Fort Mac, but close enough. They're always colder than we are. The Tower for you. And the Tower talks about letting go, and literally look at the one cat there. I'm not sure if you can see it, where it just says, like, I'm not going to cling on. The hell with this. I'm going to spring down into the unknown, and I'm going to take my chances on the wave. What's that expression? Leap and grow your wings as you're going down. Yeah. I can hear my sister going, yes, but what if you fall? But cats land on all fours. So take that leap of faith. Take that courage. Hold on to the things you admire most in life. Junk the rest.
Okay. Jeannie, I'm grateful if that was him who came through. And I actually have a question for who's ever watching. So I'm going to ask, is there a William, Bill, or Liam who's passed? And if it's a yes for anyone, please say yes. Tell me the name, because the next name is Tim. So if anyone recognizes, and that can be a first or middle name, it doesn't have to, or a last, William, can be a last name like Williamson. So if you do recognize the name, please say the name, yes, and how they're related to you, family, friend, or acquaintance. And and congratulations on her unborn son yet, so she knows what she's having. And I think your decision to move forward is actually going to be more surprising than you realize. Tracy says, thank you. Margaret says, hello. Hello, Margaret. And then you have Kim next. So Margaret. Ooh. Well, we're back to take a leap of faith, but this is dance. This is movement. This is making sure that you're literally, I want to say act like a kid sometimes. So remember the child within, bring her forward, Margaret, and enjoy her company. And the other portion of that is really about movement, and I mean physical movement, getting up, moving, little kickboxing, a little boxing, little jumping jacks. I feel like, and I don't mean go crazy so you hurt yourself. I just mean enough to lubricate the joints. That's what I'm meaning. So Kim is next.
Hi, Kim. For you, the 9 of Earth. This card is just gorgeous, Darcy. Take a close look.
Yep, it is.
This is about taking time to contemplate the beauty of the world around you this next week or so. To, you know something, I know you're a generous person at heart and you often want to share everything, but sometimes it's okay to just keep something to yourself that's beautiful and peaceful. You know, I know people talk about, well, you should always share everything that's wonderful, but sometimes it's okay if you hold it on for a little bit to yourself before you share it with the world. I believe that good fortune is coming your way. There might be a possible job offer and possible gathering of people at a dance or something that you might be invited to. And if you are, go. Be safe, but go.
Yeah. So, Aaliyah. Okay, I know I'm butchering your name. One of these days I'll get it right. And then you have Cheyenne.
Okay.
So, Aaliyah, you have the 10 of Cups. And yes, it's a very beautiful card. And it's like finding I'm actually going to say gypsy at the end of the rainbow. Forget the leprechaun. But this is about traveling. There may have been someone around you who has lost their child and that child is coming back. And it may have been while they were pregnant that they lost it. And there's news of a child coming back. There's also possibility of twins. The red really stands out, and the red for me is passion. So it could be the creative energy that's around you that you need to use. And it could also involve, I want to say like a romantic encounter, a romantic relationship. And it's really weird because I'm thinking this is more like you meet an animal, like a cat or a dog, that just loves you and you don't understand why. Because it's first time you've ever met the animal and it's just taken to you like, okay, my expression would be dirt on a pig, and they just are in love with you. So I'm going to say it's very possible that this animal could have been a past life partner, because sometimes when people screw up in previous lives and really mess up and disturb a witch, she normally sends them back as an animal for life. So I'm not saying you're going to be with this around the animal for long, but holy cow, does this animal ever love you? So don't suppose you ever considered being a vet. Okay. So Cheyenne is next.
Cheyenne, first, when I saw this card, there were two things attached to this card. This is the Ace of Hearts. And when I saw the paw print made me think, ironically enough, of my dog Beastie. And Beastie passed away 2 years ago now? 2 years ago. About this time, pretty soon, coming up. And, you know, they give me a paw print, and I ran across it the other day, and it was like a message from Beastie saying that someone I loved was still with me. Now, someone you love who has passed on is trying to show you that they're with you right now. And they're not sure because they're still I want to say that they haven't been gone long enough in their terms to be able to figure out how to get that message. Now, some spirits go over to the other side and it's like instantaneous. They know how to move that cup, they know how to hide that hairbrush. You know what I'm talking about, Darcy. And
Yeah.
others take time. They take time to kind of figure out what it is they're trying to do. But someone very close to you is trying to get a message to say it's they're okay and they're fine where they are. The second part of this card is the actual meaning of this card. And the meaning of this card is about abundance and good health and prosperity. So, and prosperity isn't just money, it isn't just happiness, it's about an abundance of good things to be grateful for. So, take a few moments each day and try and find something to be grateful for. And if you can't find anything to be grateful for that you think you can find, then you know what? Be grateful for your mother. Be grateful that your fingernails grew a half inch and you didn't have to cut them all off. Those are all things to be grateful for, however small they are, and then they'll build into more gratefulness. So someone's trying to get a message to you, and be grateful.
So, hello, lovely cut knife.
Don't you love that name?
I do. You have, oh, this is the Lovers. And in actual fact, when I first looked at it, what I thought was peace, contentment. Then I heard the song When I Wish Upon a Star. And then I heard that tune from, oh, I hate the movie, where they're playing the banjo and they come up out of the
Julie,
swamp. No,
Julie
they come.
Andrews?
No. It's like it's a scary war type movie, and so it's like part of me thinks you're afraid to embrace love or to hold on to it closely, and the other part says you want it. Even if you're in a relationship, there's something stopping you from going. When I say all the way, I mean being committed so you become like one person. So I do believe that if you're not in a relationship, that you've got one headed your way. And if you are in a relationship, it's like embracing that relationship. And I'm just told to say it's not just about a relationship, it's about that passion for getting up in the morning and knowing that what you're doing is helping you lead a better life. So I guess just fine tune a little things. Cheyenne, thank you. I like the hair too. And thank you guys for mother-in-law. I wouldn't have known that. Orville says, thank you, Pen. Will do. Now the song is puzzling. I can almost make it out. Laugh out loud. And she said, yes, laugh out. Or Mastora said she's laughed out loud. Holly. So you have Holly.
Hi,
Could you
Holly.
please tell me if I have a message from Spirit Guide?
And
Okay.
who's that?
That's Holly, but I just want to point something out. As we're doing the show, we're actually relying on Spirit to give us, even though we're pulling cards and we can describe the card to you, we're really relying on Spirit to give us the information. So in a way, everyone's getting a message from some spirit, whether it's our spirit or yours, we are definitely getting messages.
So the card for you is the Hermit. And the Hermit is about taking time away from everything and making quiet peace for yourself. And ironically enough, you're not supposed to talk as much right now. You're supposed to listen and be still. And it's a tough practice. I practice every day where from the moment I get up at 6:30 in the morning until I leave for work at 8:30, outside of talking to my dog briefly before going out, I don't listen to the radio, I don't watch TV. I listen to the silence and the stillness. And look at this. We have a visitor.
Huh?
Here, tell me to show you the back of my head.
That's Moonlight. She thought I had water.
So, this is a time to spend a little bit of time on reflection and stillness. I'm not saying that you talk too much. I'm saying now's the time to listen and be still.
Yeah. So, Kelly, honey, if you ever have questions, you know where to contact us. Miss Tori, you're welcome. But I want to tell a little secret here. I was actually fortunate when I was married because I actually really got along with my mother-in-law and my father-in-law, which was a good thing because we all lived in the same house. So I found that if I treated her the way I wanted to be treated, that's exactly what I got back. So I do feel like your mother-in-law likes you,
Yeah.
and the fact that you are giving her grandbabies is making her even happier. Orville says, that's it, laugh out loud. So he must have figured out the song too. Alana. So here we are. We have Alana, who I don't think we've read for yet. Have we?
No.
Okay. And then she asked if we would pull a card for Mom Gloria, who's unable to attend. She's looking at a place in Chilliwack. And she wanted, okay, yep, we can. So, let's see, Alana, let's start with you. Here, Moonlight, pick a card. Okay, Caps picked a card for you. Ooh, Ace of Wands, nice card, Moonlight, good choice. And this is new starts, new beginnings, opportunities abound. This is the opportunity for you to get a new job too. And that I feel like there's going to be a lot of growth in your house this year. A lot of growth. So I can pull for Gloria or you can?
Gloria, the floating card. This talks about don't get yourself caught up in that preconceived idea that maybe this place isn't for you or the endeavor you're taking is too hard. Anything is possible right now for you. Anything you want is achievable. So I think that if this is the place that you want and you can envision it in your mind, then it is the place for you to choose.
Okay. And Carol, Happy New Year's, Carol. Nice to see you. You have the Justice card. Not everything is black and white, you know. Well, you're a friend of mine, you should know that. There's those great fuzzy little areas that most people can't see. But this is telling me that there's going to be growth around you. There's expansion, new endeavors, and it feels as though maybe even a new residence around you. Okay? Take it easy. You're strong, you're capable, and there isn't anything you can't accomplish. So Bev thought we missed her, but she said, thank you, Brenda. Waved a hand, but we've read for Brenda. Faye says, thank you. Patty says, thank you. Alana. She says, have you two ever looked at going on TikTok? So many people go on there. You two are very blessed and accurate. You should try it. Might blow you up more than Facebook. Okay, have a look at it. Kelly, can you pull a card for my 10-year-old son, Carson? Okay, you pull one, I'll pull one.
10 years old.
She's giving us permission.
You go first.
Now, normally, unless the mother or father who asks for it gives us permission, I would never pull for anyone under 16. But there are moments of great joy in your life, Carson. You are loved. You have a creative ability around yourself that you should really put into play. Now, I don't know if you play hockey, but if you do, I'm going to say, remember, if you're checking someone, do it with kindness. All right? But this tells me that there is creative ability, that there isn't anything you can't accomplish, and that you should really be looking at doing some artworks, honey. Did you want to pull him one?
Yeah, and I pulled, ironically enough, the Sea Kitten, which talks about joyfulness and time to play and to dance and creativity and letting your spirit fly. And you know what? Don't be afraid to show who you really are.
Yeah. Okay. Brenda asked if we could pull a card, but I'm pretty sure you did pull a card for Brenda.
We did.
Okay. So, Brenda, unfortunately, you'll have to go back and have a look. Marie says, thank you. Liam, thank you both and Happy New Year's. And you are right about the fruits and vegetables. Put them in a blender and just blend them and drink them.
Do you know, I actually, tomorrow I'm going out to buy a new blender because I'm not only fussy about fruits and vegetables. Darcy does so well with them, but I'm not a big fan that I actually can't handle smoothies made in a blender that's made of plastic. So I've got this mindset that the plastic makes contact with my vegetables and spreads out its atoms.
Yeah.
So I'm getting a glass container, a glass one now to make up because I'm not a big fan of veggies, and I especially hate carrots.
I like carrots if they're done right.
Granny used to do carrots right with honey and brown sugar and butter.
Okay, my computer jumped. So I have to go back up to Marie said thank you. Liam, the veggies. So next is Kat and Lily.
Okay.
Okay. So I've got Kat. Kat,
okay.
You have the Ace of Cups. And this is your cup floweth over. It's not half full or half empty. It's half full and flowing. And new energy coming towards you, focusing on a dream and desire. And it's being offered to you, but it's funny because as it's being offered, you're going, I'm not sure if I want it. So think before you ask. Okay? Because you really need to know what it is you would like to see in your life. Because if you just put it out there haphazardly, you might only get part of it and not all of it. Think before you ask.
Definitely.
Okay, Lily's next. Hi, Lily, honey.
Hi, Lily. Lily, I know this card tells me right here that you've got a lot of fears and worries, and they keep you up at night and they worry you. So someone once said to me about fear is paper thin. It really is. And sometimes we have to find a way to deal with fear because it makes us feel vulnerable. We're not actually as vulnerable as it makes us feel. So one of the tricks I've used, and I'm a person who suffers from really bad night terrors from time to time. And I was given the coolest coping mechanism. And it is literally, if I'm too overwhelmed by my thoughts or something that's triggered that could possibly turn into my having, those fears, even now, I don't have to be asleep. I literally envision myself as a kid on a bed when I was a kid. Darcy will probably remember this, where it was like you had to walk on certain squares not to have the snakes under the bed get you. And I have woke up in the middle of the night, turned on my light on my cell phone and gone, yo, snakes, you can't get me. And what it does is it takes the power of that fear away. Because I've recognized it. I've recognized, and so should you, honey. Recognize your fear and you cast a little light. In my case, I cast a little light and like the snakes know that I can see them, even if they're just in my mind. So let go of your fears. Trust me, you've got this and you are going to be just fine. And you're perfect just the way you are.
Yeah. So Brenda said, thank you. Liam, laugh out loud. Don't worry. It's only her. That's a good thing because I'd tell Sean. And Hilda said, thank you so much. Heather, thank you. Liam did pop the question over Christmas, so he will be hanging out with me. It's about time. Holly, my question is gone. No, your question got answered. It's okay. Margaret says, thank you. Alana, she knows a William who goes by Bill, but he's alive, but having a hard time. Yes. Okay. So What I want to say to him, Alana, is that there is a father image around him that is doing his best to help him move forward. But if he's having a really emotional time, then he does need to talk to a counselor or to his family doctor and just get some help. A little help goes a long way.
Definitely.
Holly said, I asked if there was a message for me from my spirit guide as well. Could you pull a card for my husband? Okay, we can pull a card for your husband. We've already answered the question earlier. So Holly's husband, don't know his name. 3 of Cups, celebration. Okay. This is celebrate. Don't overindulge, but celebrate, enjoy life. Make sure you get movement. If you're looking at a medical condition, either one of you, that you should have a doctor check it out. And I want to say I do have a brother on the other side, or a man who's like a brother to either of you two, and that stay firm in your decision is basically what I'm told to tell you guys. Hilda said, you ladies are amazing. Thank you so much for the reading again. Kim said, thank you. Aaliyah said, thank you. Cheyenne, and that's exactly what I thought it was when you were talking about the dog print. I thought she had a dog who passed too, and she did too 2 years ago. And Deliverance. Thank you, Holly. That was the movie. Do, 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 do. Cheyenne said, thank you. Lovely Knife says, awesome. Thank you very much. Kathy. Hello, Kathy. And Holly says, thanks, Penelope. Oh, wait, I think I missed someone asked if we pull a card for someone else. For her husband. Just a minute.
I thought we just did.
No. Someone else asked.
Okay, I'll go back. And did you notice that you said hi to Kathy?
Yeah, Kathy's yours. You
and
go
Pamela?
ahead. Just a minute. I just saw Kathy right now.
Okay.
Whoever else asked if we'd pull a card for their daughter. Maybe I'm a little ahead of myself.
No, I think.
Okay, Hilda, Kim, 2 years ago. Okay, you go ahead and do Kathy. Oh, I found it. It's Carol. Okay.
Okay, so Kathy. God, I love this card. Kathy, you gotta let some stuff go. That's what the demon cat talks about.
That sounds like my cats in the morning.
I think too, part of what makes me laugh is you've got to take a really good look at this cat. So I had a cat called Puma, a beautiful black, gorgeous Siamese cat with a little bit of attitude, who very often looked like this when she didn't really like someone or didn't know someone. She wasn't beyond spitting at people. She let her inner demon out way too often. But what it also talks about is, I know this sounds terrible. Forgive me, Father, for saying this, but see the bird at this cat's feet? It's like the cat is trying to say to you, back off, it's dead, it's buried, leave it alone, walk away. And it's about letting go. I know that's a harsh way, but that's actually the message coming with this card, is it's time to walk away, let it go. The sweetest way to say this is one of my closest friends died many years ago, and I was struggling with this like crazy. And I actually was postponing a surgery that I needed, or I was going to be in a wheelchair kind of surgery. And I'm sure you remember Inez, Darcy.
Mm-hmm.
And I came to see her just a few days before surgery. She was palliative and across cancer. And I said, Mom, I'm just going to cancel the surgery. I can't deal with this and deal with you at the same time. And she took my hand and she said, let the dead take care of the dead, and let the living take care of the living. It was the hardest thing to say. So she made me promise to take the surgery. And I always remembered that. So this is a year for you, starting this week, to let go and take care of the living. And if that message came out a little bit harsh, blame it on Puma, my little black cat, who tends to be my spirit guide everywhere in the world. And she was a vicious little feline who had attitude and didn't care who she stepped on,
So
which
on
actually
that,
kept, which actually kept her going for almost 19 years of her life. Darcy knows that she was a vicious feline.
yeah, she's still cute. Carol, for Amanda, 9 of coins. Money surrounds her, both good and bad. Spending too much and keeping hold of some. But she's also protected by a dragon. So there's a lot of protection around her, a lot of strength. But there is going to be a decision all around money this year. So it's either a decision around buying something, putting money away, but it's going to be around money. So Holly did supply her husband's name, Bill. So a little late, Holly. But Holly, earlier when I asked if anyone knew William, Bill, he didn't have to be dead. But Bill's got someone on the other side who's trying to say hello to him. So it's like a dad, a brother, an uncle, a grandfather. He is, I want to say like the JG sound, John, George, but he is definitely looking after your husband. Okay, so Hilda has to run and help her daughter with her homework, but she appreciates us very much. Jeanette is next. So you have Jeanette and I have Tamala.
Perfect. Jeanette, confusing time for you. You know, the moon is such an amazing thing. I don't know about the rest of you, but I am a self-respecting witch, and every self-respecting witch and astrologer and psychic should have the moon app on their phone. That's just my opinion, because it kind of helps you keep track. A full moon means that you're
You've gone crazy and you're in deep water.
Well, I was going to use another term, but that works. New moon is about new beginnings and healings. So the moon influences us. The moon also tells us that it is time for us to sort out and clear out the bats in the belfry, as Granny used to say, and all that confusion, unless, you know, you're bat blank crazy insane like I am. And the bats and I are friends, but not everyone should have the bats and the belfry as friends. Just time to clear out the nonsense, get rid of the confusion, and move forward.
I don't know. Some of my best friends are my bats in the belfry.
Well, I'm very fond of mine, but then I'm a little bit crazy. Think about it. You and I are either schizophrenic or we're psychic and we talk to spirit. You go with which choice you want.
Fortunately, my doctor knows I'm psychic and talks to spirit. Tamala. Whoops. Look at that. Maybe it doesn't let me just say what I want to say. Tamala, you have the 9 of swords, and swords is about communication. But in this case, this one is about you feeling left behind, feeling angry still. Maybe a little justified. Promises are promises. But the truth is, it's time to let go. It's time to put to side, still discuss, but put to side that feeling of being abandoned. Because there's so much more opportunity out there for you. And I'm not talking about getting married and falling in love unless you so choose to. I'm talking about exploring the world. Just think, you're the lady who goes geocaching, right? What about geocaching in Europe? You know, wouldn't that be so cool? Why are you limiting yourself? And why are you trying to cut your life short? It is time for you to enjoy the freedom and no longer having the responsibility of looking after other people. Go ahead and still mourn the husband. All right. No law says you have to stop. But the truth is, as Penelope said, the dead look after themselves. It's now time for you to look after you. And thank you. Like the hair too. And lovely Cut Knife has asked if her daughter Sarah can have a card.
Sure, Sarah. It's a pretty gruesome card, but there's a really cool message. So, Sarah, this cat has been trying to do things its way for so long, and obviously this is not working. This cat has backed itself into a corner and it's not going anywhere. So, honey, stop. Stop and just move forward. You've gotten to the point where I think you've literally said that this is as bad as things can get. Then stop. Ask your mom for help, ask a counselor for help. There's scholarships available so you can go to school and get some more education. Reach out and know that if it's as bad as it can be right now, there's always someone out there to offer a helping hand.
Well, on that note, okay, I'm a little different. I pulled for Sarah too. And look, I have the freedom to make choices and know that when I take that leap of faith, there is always someone to catch me.
Exactly.
And the invisibility of spirit around you and fairies, very strong feeling around you. So I'm going to say again, the rainbow makes me think of laughter and love, but it also makes me think of creativity. So use your creativity, Sarah. Kathy, thank you. Kelly said thank you, and she loves the wig. It looks great. Awesome. Carson loved it. He's big, huge smiles. He has been raised with spirit in his life, so very thankful for the card. And Kelly makes the carrots the same way, sugar and butter. Kat says thank you. Liam, those carrots sound good. Lily says thank you. Heather, I agree. Darcy, 5 years next week. Oh my God. Liam, you're right, Darcy, about time. Sean said the same thing. Holly, thank you. Tamala, we've done. Carol, it was me for my daughter, Amanda. Okay, I did get that. Lovely. Jessica is next. We've got another Jessica.
Oh,
so
okay.
I'll let you go ahead.
Jessica. Ironically enough, winter, snow. It's a time to settle in and just sort of gather up your strength, gather up your forces, and take stock of what you have and take time for yourself. Of course, I personally wouldn't take time out in the snow, sitting there getting cold and wet, but take time for yourself, honey.
I think Jessica might be new, so hello, because I don't recognize her last name.
Mm-hmm.
So next is Lisa. Hello, Lisa. Lisa, you have the Ace of Coins. This is money, financial, money coming towards you, but also putting money away. But this is also new starts, new beginnings. And there may be a trip over to Ireland or Scotland or England for you in about 2 years. So it looks like there's a little traveling. And I'm not thinking you're leaving your job yet, but there is talk about it. So I don't know if you're looking at branching out, taking another job, but there is talk about it. Okay. And Alana said she knew William and she knows a Bill. He's close to the family. I think it was Holly's husband I wanted the message for. Oh, we've been through him, going through a hard time. Yes. That's the one I said that he should go talk to a doctor or a counselor.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you. But she says her dreams keep coming. Tamala and Jeanette says thank you. Sarah Hatter. Good evening, ladies. I'd love a message tonight. It's been a really hard time lately. Okay. Sarah, I'm going to take it just by what you said that maybe there's been a loss or something in the family as well. My instincts will say that you need to ground yourself. You need to find your center.
Mm-hmm.
And you need to push negative thoughts away. But I also feel as though there's a man who's putting his hand on your shoulder and squeezing it to let you know that he loves you. that you're going to be fine. Do you pick up anything?
Just that someone wants you to be at peace and not to be so angry.
Okay, Tamala is asking about blackcurrant tea. If she can smell that, that normally means, when I think of tea, I think of grandmas, mums and grandmas. I would say that someone around you is trying to get through.
Definitely.
Okay, we have one person left, and that is Litz, L-E-T-Z.
Litz?
Yeah, and she's yours. And after that, we are done for the evening, ladies and gentlemen.
The 5 of fire. Fire is about passion. Fire is, in this case, the 5 is about gathering your family, spending some time playing with them, reeling in the ones that you think need a little bit of help, and letting go of the ones that you think can make it on their own. Never an easy thing.
No. And just so you know, there's going to be a different hair every night. So I'm on. Okay, so I've got a couple of questions.
Mine will stay the same, okay?
At least I know who I am every time I put on a different color. Anyways.
Wait, are we implying that I don't know who I am? Do you know what?
Shoe fits.
Give me a second, guys. I have to touch base. I do know that I'm a witch. I'm actually a tarot reading accountant witch. So, I mean, I may not know who I am, but I always know what I am.
Okay, so I would like to try something. I'm not sure if I'm going to be back. I have to do an emergency run to the mainland Tuesday night, and I'm trying to get back Wednesday in time to do the show. I don't know if I will be back, but I would like to try using Zoom. And I can connect apparently to Facebook and to YouTube doing it. So I hope you guys are all open to the experience. I have no idea how it's going to work, but if it's not next Wednesday, it will be the following Wednesday. So maybe be prepared to ask your question in person. I don't know how it's going to work. We'll find out. Okay.
Be afraid. Be very, very afraid.
I want to thank everyone for joining us. It's been wonderful. I've enjoyed the evening very much. Thank you.
And from my many multifaceted sides of me, as we don't like the word split personalities anymore, we much prefer multifaceted individual. We all wish you a wondrous good evening. And I will leave you with my favorite expression, Masalama. Go in light.
And may love, joy, peace, happiness, prosperity find you all in mysterious ways this next week. Have a great week and look forward to seeing you next Wednesday. Blessed be.
Blessed be. Good night.
Good night.